This is Tracy HD, and I want to thank you for joining me for our January 2016 tarot reading. And this reading will be for the sign of Libra. As I shuffle the deck, I'm asking all light beings, angels, and God, please relay the message I need to share with my viewers for the highest good of all. At the beginning of the month, we'll take the top card, Strength. For the middle of the month, we'll take the middle card, the Knight of Rods. And the end of the month, we'll take the bottom card, the Queen of Cups. Okay, Libra, what do we have here for the beginning of the year, for January? We have the Strength card. Okay, we have a woman with this ferocious lion, but look at the lion and her are getting along. He's not attacking her. She's holding his collar. She's caressing his neck. I would say she has this lion under control. And she's doing it in a very calm manner. She's not cracking a whip on the lion. She's not shouting at him. She's not threatening him. She's showing balance of mind, body, and spirit. This woman is a very balanced type of strength. She's a very rational person. She's not someone who is going to be aggressive. Because as you know, animals do pick up on our energy. If you are aggressive towards an animal, the animal senses that energy, it's going to be aggressive back. But she, in this case, is just the opposite. She's calm, and so is the animal. And to be holding a lion that is so fierce like that, with the teeth and the mouth open, it's amazing that she's so composed. She is the picture of inner strength. That's what I'm thinking. In the beginning of the month, you're going to need to have as much inner strength and balance as possible. Okay, in whatever comes your way in the beginning of this year. Okay, you have to be balanced in your decisions. You got to be balanced with your heart and your head. This Strength card is, like I said, the picture of balance. I mean, the look on her face, she's balanced. She's not emotional. She's not sad. She's not excited. She's on an even keel. Let's put it that way. In the beginning of the month, you're going to be required to be balanced mentally, emotionally, physically, and show strength for whatever it is that you're going to encounter. And then in the middle of the month, we have the Knight of Rods. Okay, and he has a beautiful brown, blue, and red outfit. And he's, aiming his rod towards the sky. And there's some clouds, but yet there's yellow sky in the background, a very sunny sky in the background. And what I get from this picture, when I look at it, I'm looking at it and there's like a certain mood to this guy. He's very spirited. He's ready for adventure. And he's kind of impatient. He's like getting all prepared here. He's fixing his rod. He's, getting ready for whatever comes his way. He wants to experience life. Okay, he wants to be courageous. However, though, he's got to watch, because maybe his impatience isn't going to be a good course of action. Okay, we don't want you to put yourself in the middle of the month in any kind of a dangerous situation or any kind of recklessness, because when people are impatient, they're reckless. And if we're maintaining this balance at the beginning of the month, this inner strength where we're fully connected with our mind, with our head and our heart, and we're behaving in a very calm, collected, balanced way, we don't want to throw that out the window in the middle of the month. You're going to feel something in the middle of the month that, stirs you. Okay, but we don't want you to be reckless. But we do want you to go after what you want in the middle of the month. Okay, we want you to start tackling a project. We want to start tackling that relationship problem. We want you to start working on something. Okay, be full of passion and enthusiasm, but not in an impatient, reckless way. Try to keep that balance that you had in the beginning of the month through the middle of the month here. And then the last card is the Queen of Cups. And of course, this queen is very emotional. She has the cup, looks like she's resting it up against her forehead. She's looking down. This one here was looking up. He was courageous. He was ready to take on whatever it was. But we're saying be careful of being reckless and impatient. At the end of the month, though, you're looking very, very sad, very emotional. She's drowning her sorrows in that cup. Okay, very sad look, very somber and quiet. The moon is out, darkened sky. She even has her feet in the water down here, and she's even reaching her hand into the water. She is surrounded by emotions. She's sitting here on this rock, but she is submerged. Okay, her body is partially submerged down. Her feet are completely underwater, and so are her fingertips. She's lost in her emotions. And the water, representing emotion, she's surrounded by them. She's wrapped up in them. And this Queen of Cups is a very sensitive, emotional person. This could very much be you, okay, or the energy that surrounds you at the end of the month. And this is a person here that needs some time to herself at the end of the month. Okay, maybe it's a person who needs to express themselves creatively, artistically. And this, like I said, is very much the energy. This could be how you are feeling. Okay, she's more likely than the other queens to escape into alcohol. You know, maybe have a little too much to drink at the end of the month to drown your sorrows, to kind of make you forget. But we don't want you to go that route. We don't want you to go that route at all. What we want you to do is to try to do something to nourish your soul, okay, instead of drowning it out. And I know it's so tempting to, you know, have a few glasses of wine to take things off your mind, but guess what? The next day when you wake up, the problems are still there. So I'm thinking by the end of the month, maybe you should do something artistic or spiritual that's going to allow you to express these emotions, maybe let them out, vent them, instead of sitting here like this, drowning your sorrows in this glass of wine or whatever she's drinking from that cup. So be aware that at the end of the month, this type of energy may enter your life, and you'll know just what to do to try to work it out, try to release it. Very, very interesting month. Started out with being balanced with your head and your heart and your decisions and stand in your strength. You know, call on your inner power, your inner resolve, and be balanced. Be careful in the middle of the month. You may feel inspired to be a little bit reckless. You want to take something on. But, you know, exercise some caution. Don't be too impatient, because that could lead to a dangerous situation. And at the end of the month, you're kind of feeling a little low, a little emotional. Like I said, try to do something spiritual. Try to do something like meditating instead of, you know, going for a glass of wine. Maybe get a good cry, okay? Let it out in the form of tears. You don't have to hold it in. But try to do something creative with this emotion at the end of the month. Artists, when they're sad and depressed, sometimes they create the biggest masterpieces that they could ever imagine because they're pouring their emotions into it. They're putting that energy into something useful instead of drowning your sorrows like that. If you've enjoyed this reading, please subscribe to my channel because I will be back.